So good evening, everyone, and good morning to everyone who's joined from India. And namaste. Very excited to start our November webinar series. So these are all free webinar series. And we thank our esteemed professors who have taken this time to join these sessions and talk about the particular department programs, the topics that they have come up with. So we are going to talk about voices of Bhakti, diverse traditions of Kirtan. And with us today, we have Dr. Aneya Tate and also Dr. Subhadra Desai. And today's session is conducted by Dr. Aneya Tate. Dr. Aneya Tate, I just want to talk a little bit about her. She serves as a visiting professor in the Department of Hindustani Music at Aria University. And she is an Indian musicologist who has been working in the field of music research and teaching for more than 20 years. She also holds Sangeeta Alankar degree in vocal music from Akhila Bharatiya Gandharva Mahavidyalaya Mandal. And she has authored and presented many research papers and journals. She has successfully guided PhD and MPhil students, and her areas of specialization are music history, research in interdisciplinary areas, ragangas, music teaching, and education. So I want to introduce to you all Dr. Subhadra Desai, who is with us in the session today. She is our Aria University Chair for Hindustani Music Department, and she's a professional vocalist and an academician engaged in music education and research. She is an empaneled artist with Indian Council for Cultural Relations and an accredited A-grade artist at All India Radio. Her repertoire consists of an interesting amalgam of khayal, tappa, bhajan, and ancient hymns in Sanskrit from Vedas and Upanishads and Buddhist texts in Pali. She has 2 published books and several research papers on Indian music and culture to her credit, and she continues to perform both in India and overseas. So welcome Dr. Aneya Tateji and also Dr. Subhadra Desaiji.
Thank you. Yes.
So with that, I would want to just introduce myself. I'm Mamta Kuchibotla. I'm Faculty and Student Services Director at Aria University. And like I said, we're extremely happy to have this session. And I will be handing this over to Dr. Anaya ji within like a minute. So I just want to tell that, Aria University programs, you can definitely check it out at aria.edu. And this university started in 2017, and we have programs both in arts and languages. So when I say arts, it's Carnatic music, Hindusthani, Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, and in language, it's Telugu and Sanskrit. So we have master's, diploma, and certificate programs in all these programs. Except in Hindustani, we have only master's program at this point. So in the future, we want to bring diploma and certificate as well. So if you have any questions at any point, please do talk to either me or even Anaya ji or Subhadra ji. We would be able to answer any of your questions. And without much delay, I'm going to let Anaya ji take this over. Thank you, Anaya ji and Subhadra ji.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Mamta ji, for the introduction. I'll share my screen first.
Yes.
Is it visible?
Yeah, we're able to see that.
Yes. Yes. So welcome all to this webinar. And at the outset, I would like to thank the Provost, Dr. Venkat Garu, for the initiative, for this initiative and giving me the opportunity to present in this webinar. And thank you, Subhadraji, for this. My topic for today is Voices of Bhakti, Diverse Traditions of Kirtan. But I would like to show a short video in which many forms of Kirtan I have compiled, so that you will get the idea of what forms are there, popularly known forms in India. So let us have a look at that. Yeah. This is Naradiya Kirtan.
There's no sound, Anayaji.
No?
Sound.
Yeah, can you, I think you can unshare and share one more time and in the bottom of the screen, you will have like audio share, if you can do
Okay.
that.
Just. Okay. Unshare. And now?
Share one more time and then you'll see like an audio share if you underneath your window, in the end, the
Yeah,
bottom.
let me try. Let me try.
There will
Share
be
sound.
few.
Yeah, share sound is there.
Yeah,
Should
you
I
can
click
share
that?
some. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Mamtaji. Yeah, this is Varkari Kirtan. Naradiya Kirtan from Maharashtra.
पेयर को फॉलो करें.
Now this is Varkari Kirtan from Varkari Sampradaya of Maharashtra.
इसीलिए वारकरी जब कीर्तन में लीन होकर नाचते हैं तब उनकी फॉर्मेशन यूजुअली 2 लाइन में होती है और उनके बीचों बीच एक मृदंगम या वीणा प्लेयर होता है. सफेद कुर्ता पजामा, उस पर गांधी टोपी, रंग बिरंगी नौवारी साड़ियां, हाथ में भगवा झंडा, सर पे तुलसी वृंदावन, गले में तुलसी माला और टार छिपड़ी मृदंग के धुन के साथ वाणी में विठोबा. ये है वारी का असली सार. यहाँ सभी जन माउस हैं. वारकरी ये मानते हैं कि हर एक में पंढरीनाथ बसता है, तो जो भी सामने आए उसके पैर पड़े. औरतें अपने सर पे तुलसी वृंदावन लिए चलती है. पंढरपुर में पांडुरंग को चढ़ाने के लिए कई वारकरी चलते चलते पोथी पढ़ते हैं तो बाकी के अभंगों में लीन होते हैं.
This is Haveli Sangeet from Gujarat. This is Shabad Kirtan from Punjab.
तू वडदाता अंतरजामी सब मेहरविया पूरन प्रभ स्वामी.
This is Nama Sankirtan from West Bengal.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
This is Sopana Sangeetam from Kerala. This is Bhorai Sangeet from Bengal. Okay. So when I started preparing for this lecture, I realized that the subject is too vast to cover in the very short span of 30 minutes. But I will attempt to present the essentials so that you can get clear idea or an understanding about the various types of kirtan that are there in practice in India. There are some types of pure kirtan, and there are some types which are similar to kirtan, and they can be said it can be said that they are the forms of bhakti sangeet, but they have some characteristics of kirtan. I have included such types also here in my lecture. Mm. So Kirtan is a traditional Indian art that mixes music, stories, and devotion to share spiritual ideas. It highlights its significance with Hinduism. It started in Vedic times and grew through temple rituals and bhakti movements. People use rhythm, gestures, and voice to pass down beliefs, culture, and without needing the books. Each region has its own style, but all focus on reaching moksha, that is attaining the spiritual freedom. Kirtan is performed in groups, often with call and response singing, making it easy for everyone to join and keep the tradition alive. So Kirtan is closely related with Bhakti, and so let us first have just a look at medieval Bhakti movement, because without its mention we cannot move ahead to describe the Kirtan. Bhakti, though not clearly defined in Vedas and Upanishads, it is described in texts like Bhakti Sutra by Narada and even Shandilya Muni, and later in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. It means serving the God with pure love without any expectation. So that is the definition of bhakti, which is understood widely. Bhakti movement began in South India around 2nd to 7th century. There are many views on this, that when it evolved, some say that it evolved from 2nd century, some say that it started from 7th century, and then it spread across the India, focusing the personal devotion over rituals. Many sects emerged, each with its own philosophy, welcoming people from all caste, genders, and backgrounds. So saints worshipped Shiva and Vishnu as their personal gods, using local language to reach common people. They travel widely, spreading message of love, equality, and devotion in the society. Bhakti saints challenged social norms and caste barriers. So Kirtan played a key role in helping express devotion, share teachings, and unite communities through music and storytelling. Bhakti is also classified into two parts, that is Saguna Bhakti and Nirguna Bhakti. Saguna Bhakti centers on devotion to personal deities like Ram and Krishna. It is rich in emotional expression, and mythological storytelling is there in Saguna Bhakti, and ritualistic devotions are also there. And in Nirguna Bhakti, it is all about the bhakti of formless devotion. It focuses on the worship of a formless, attributeless divine. It is associated with Natha yogis, Siddha saints, and poets from marginalized communities. And it is expressed through the saint literature, poetry, and Sufi poetry, which emphasize mysticism, inner experience, and spiritual equality. So then coming to what is Kirtan and its various references which we get in ancient texts. Kirtan comes from the verb kirta, means to praise, tell, or repeat. So the repetition of something is kirta, and sage Narada is seen as the first kirtankar. It is the first kirtan it is believed that it is performed by sage Narada. It's a path to reach the self-realization and attain moksha. And it includes music, storytelling, acting, and discourses from epics and other holy texts. It is mentioned that Kirtan is second type of bhakti as given in Srimad Bhagavata. That is, there is a shloka saying that there are 9 types of bhakti, Navavidha bhakti, that is Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, and Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. These are the 9 types of bhakti, out of which Kirtan stands on the second state. These are the various quotes from Srimad Bhagavat, that Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So if in this Kala Yuga, if this Vedic Mahamantra is chanted regularly and heard regularly by the devotional process of Shravanam Kirtanam, it will purify all societies, and this humanity will be happy both materially and spiritually. This is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. There's Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita also, we get the references of Kirtan. Bhakti Rasamrut Sindhu says that singing the glories of the names, forms, qualities, abodes, and associates of God is called Kirtan. And Adhyatma Ramayana says that no matter how fallen a soul, for the typo mistake, maybe through Kirtan they can rise and purify themselves. So let us now move ahead to the various forms of Kirtan which are popular in India. We find Varkari Kirtan and Naradiya Kirtan in Maharashtra. Haveli Sangeet, or the other name of the Kirtan is Pushti Margiya Kirtan, we find in Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Uttar Pradesh, some part of the Uttar Pradesh also. Then in Punjab, we have Guru Bani or Shabad Kirtan, Gurumat Sangeet. All are the names, all the names are for the Shabad Kirtan only. Then in Bengal, we get Gaudiya Vaishnav Kirtan, that is established by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the sect established by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Tamil Nadu, we get Kalakshepam. Odisha, we get Jagannath Kirtan, Kerala Sopana Sangeetam, Pala Kirtan, Borai Kirtan, and in North India, we get many forms of Kirtan similar to Kirtan, and they are all about Ram and Krishna, and in the form of Satsanga. So what is the contribution of saints to Kirtan? Kirtan basically has 2 purposes. It inculcates belief about religion, and it educates people for healthy and social living. So what is the subject matter which is used in Kirtan? It is the padas, or the verses from epics and the ancient texts, or the various padas written by saints, various different saints in local languages, in Hindi and other local languages. That forms the subject matter of Kirtan. So the saints are very important in this medieval period. They wrote the Bhakti literature, and this literature is used in Kirtan. They spread spiritual wisdom and social equality. Their literature formed the core of devotional music tradition, and we get the social, mental, and spiritual impact also. So socially, they promoted unity. They broke caste barriers and fostered collective identity. Then their poetries and compositions, they reduced stress, enhanced emotional well-being, and encouraged introspection. Spiritually, they preached devotion, facilitated surrender to the Supreme Self, and tried to connect individuals to the divine. So now let's see the region-wise Kirtan traditions. This is first, of course, Kirtan traditions of Maharashtra. We have two major Kirtan traditions, Varkari Kirtan and Naradiya Kirtan. So Varkari Kirtan, the first picture is of Varkari Kirtan. You can see that it is a collective event, and the other one is the person who is standing alone. He is from Naradiya Kirtan. Naradiya Kirtan also has many types like Ramdasi Kirtan, Datta Sampradaya Kirtan, Rashtriya Kirtan, Samajik Kirtan, Sarkari Kirtan, corporate Kirtan, and Jugalbandi Kirtan. So these are various forms of Naradiya Kirtan which are very popular in Maharashtra. Naradiya Kirtan is basically inspired by sage Narad. It is all about storytelling. It includes music, stories from epics, and it is really an engaging performance. It binds you when you experience the performance, because it has dance, it has stories, it has mimicry, and it has the discourses about the various epics. Structured format, it has a structured format. It starts with Naman. Then it has two parts, Purvaranga and Uttaranga. In Purvaranga, one Abhanga is sung and its meaning is explained. And in Uttararanga, there is Akhyan. And after Akhyan, the Kirtan ends. Language, of course, is Marathi and various forms of dialects of Marathi. Instruments used, you will find all the common instruments, local instruments used in this both the Naradiya and Varkari Kirtan. These are tabla, basically a sarangi, not sarangi, iktara, then mridanga is there. So and tar and chipra we have the for rhythm. These instruments are used. And then it covers stories from Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Puran, and about Santa Sahitya, the lives of Santa, and glory of different deities. So this forms the subject matter of the Naradiya Kirtan. Then each Kirtan conveys values like truth, compassion, humanity, and devotion. So this is applicable to all the Kirtan forms because it is basically for imbibing values in the society. The performance is, it is performed in temples, community halls, and during religious festivals and community gatherings. A Kirtankar is expected, it is expected that a Kirtankar must be spiritually learned, musically skilled, and capable of interpreting scriptures with clarity and emotion. So he incorporates ragas and tal and regional melodies to enhance the spiritual impact. Now, Varkari Kirtan. Devotion is centered on Lord Vitthal, a form of Vishnu, and it is which is worshipped in Pandharpur or in Maharashtra. The term Varkari comes from Vari. That is, Vari is to visit, and Vari is visit again and again. So the person who visits again and again is called Varkari, and the Kirtan which is performed during Vari is called Varkari Kirtan. So it promotes equality, rejects caste, class, and social barriers. A place of performance is Vari, that is when they travel to Pandharpur during Ashadi and Kartiki Ekadashi. Whenever they take rest for some time, they perform Kirtan there, or even while traveling also they perform, as we saw in the video. While traveling also they perform Kirtan. Instruments are Mridanga, Tal, Chiplaya, Iktara, and Harmonic. Now, the Pushti Margiya Kirtan, or it is also known as Haveli Sangeet, it is popular in Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Uttar Pradesh. It is established, Pushti Margiya Sampradaya is established by Sri Vallabhacharya, and the philosophy of this Pushti Margya Kirtan is to reach the path of grace, Pushti, through Bhakti. And Bhakti is done in Pushti Marga in the form of Ashtayama Seva, that is 8 types of Seva in a day. So, through Raga, Bhoga and Shringa. These are the very important things in Pushti Margya Kirtan, Sangeet. Pushti Marga, that is Lord is worshipped always in all the sevas, 8 sevas with raga, that is music, and bhog, that is prasadam, and shringar, that is very decorative articles. So raga is given the utmost importance, and padas written by Ashtachap Kavis are used for this raga or seva. There are 5 groups of padas. There are some common padas, and some padas are sung during special occasions like festivals, Holi and Malhar. In this manner, they have many padas written by Ashtachap Kavis. Now, Vaishnav Kirtan of Bengal, it is Vaishnav Sampradaya. This follows this tradition of Kirtan, which is founded by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It emphasized chanting the holy mantra Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And it encouraged communal participation. It is in the form of call and response style and spontaneous dancing, so that everybody from society can take part in the performance. So as everybody from society takes part, the music is very simple, just based on few swaras. If you sing Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, just 3 to 4 swaras, and there is a rhythm. So rhythm is majorly can be seen in this Vaishnav Kirtan, and it is performed in temples and other places also. Now, Shabad Kirtan is the main form. We have, I think I missed that slide, 2 forms of Bhakti, Sagun and Nirgun. So it is a sampradaya which follows the Nirgun Bhakti, Ek Onkar. So Sikh sampradaya, which is founded by Guru Nanak Ji in 15th century, and his philosophy is devotion through the divine name, Ek Onkar. These are there are many shabads which are written by a line of gurus, 10 gurus, and it is there in Guru Granth Sahiba, and these shabads are sung continuously in Gurudwara and other places where the Shabad Kirtan is performed. So it is direct expression of God's truth. These shabads are set in 31 ragas, and those who sing the shabad, they are named as ragis, and it is also in the call and response form or in a solo performance also. There are particular instruments which belong to the region of Punjab, Rabab, Saranda, Taus, Dilruba, harmonium and tabla, which are used in this Shabad Kirtan. Bhurai Kirtan. So Bhor is early morning. So thus the name comes Bhurai Kirtan. It is performed in the Ketugram village located in Burdwan district of West Bengal. Burdwan, you may call it. It is associated with Vaishnav sect, particularly a branch that reveres Lord Krishna and chants Jai Nitai, referring to Nityananda, who was a close companion of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Bhurai Kirtan emerged as a form of protest. This is something very interesting, because during the time when a local king banned the chanting of Vishnu name, Vishnu Nama Japa, in response, the devotees began worshipping the rising sun and as an incarnation of Krishna, and blending solar worship with Vaishnav devotion. So the Kirtan centers around a description of Krishna's divine form, often performed by wandering devotees or nomadic singers. Musical instruments are mridanga, manjira, and other traditional regional percussion instruments. The timing of ritual is early morning or month of Kartik, that is October and November month, especially at the time of sunrise, because it is Bhorai, that is Bhor, that is early morning. And it is a power of music seen as a protest. The integration of cosmic element, that is sun, with the personal deities Krishna can be seen in this form of Kirtan. Next one is Pala Kirtan.
Pala Kirtan.
Sorry. Pala Kirtan. It is one of the Bengal's oldest devotional music tradition. It flourished in 16th century. It draws from the poetic works of Ramaprasad Sen, Chandidas, and Vidyapati, who wrote metrical devotional verses called Chandabadda Padas. The theme include mythological stories like Balakanda, Yashoda Gopal, Rasalila, and Gopi Viraha. Performance features traditional instruments such as khol and jhal. A key element is Nama Sankirtan, chanting the divine names is like Krishna and Rama, which is meditative and communal. Pala Kirtan is usually performed in the evening performances. In the evening, after puja, it blends the classical poetry with folk performance, spiritual themes with community participation, and music with the emotional depth. Harikatha. Harikatha evolved in 18th century in South India, particularly in Tanjore district. Harikatha represents a blend of North and Southern Indian traditions. A Kirtankar named Meru Swami is credited with the initiating Harikatha performances in Tanjore. And those who were not singers, this Harikatha type of Kirtan has importance, a lot of importance to music. So the performer is supposed to be well versed with music, swara, tal, raga. So if he is not well versed, then he can arrange for a trained vocalist to accompany the storytelling, ensuring musical quality. The narratives were drawn from Puranic texts such as Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Bhagavata. This is common for all traditional Kirtan forms. Then the tradition was popularized by Mahavidyanathan Shivan, a renowned classical vocalist. After 17, earlier it used to be performed by males only, but in late 90s, women also began performing Harikatha, making a significant cultural shift. It starts with Panchapadi. It then a philosophical discourse with musical interludes, that is Kalakshepam, and it has in it Arya, Shloka, Padya, Vrutta, Abhanga, Dohra, Ovi, Namavali. These are all the forms which are used in Naradiya Kirtan of Maharashtra. So it is said that this Kirtan has, Maharashtra Kirtan, Naradiya Kirtan has a lot of influence on Harikatha. Now, Kalakshepam, that is similar to Harikatha storytelling traditions, which include cultural practices, public discourses, and spiritual performances. Sopana Sangeetam. It is there is a question that whether it is a Kirtan form or a devotional musical form, but it was there and I found it similar to the Kirtan. So I included it in my this lecture. It is classical musical form developed in temples of Kerala. It has two words, Sopanam and Sangeetam, that is the Sangeet, that is music, and Sopan is the sacred steps of a temple. So this Kirtan is particularly performed besides the standing beside the sacred steps of temple, and it is in the beginning, Kirtan starts with a Jayadeva's Ashtapadi. Then Shiva Stuti is also included in that. The tune is very simple, and the local instruments, rhythm instruments, that is Edakka, Chenda, Ilatalam, they are used as an accompanying instruments. It is traditionally sung by the men of Marar and Pothuval castes of a semi-Brahmin community. There are many other Kirtan traditions also in South India. This is called Sankirtanam. So Tevaram, Tiruvakam Sankirtanam, and Bhajan and Kirtan Sankirtanam. These are the other traditions which are very popular in southern part of the country. So coming to the end of the presentation, I would like to put some facts about the Kirtan tradition, that it popularized Dharma. It encouraged values, and it encouraged respect for nature, because it included the padas which are about the praying sun, or Pancha Mahabhuta. In Marathi also we have Vrikshavalli Ama Soyare by Tukaram Maharaj, very popular Abhanga, that is also sung. So it encouraged respect for nature. It promoted simple living and communal harmony. It embedded ecological wisdom. It preserved the cultural identity of nation, preserved music during medieval period. And thus, coming to the conclusion, Kirtan in India is not a musical practice. It is the deepest spiritual experience beyond language, culture, and caste. It creates a space where participants share and come together as one unit, creating common area for devotion, contemplation, and connecting to the divine. The Kirtans have preserved cultural heritage and strengthened the message of Bhakti sense. So that is all from my side. So over to you, Subhadraji.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Anathate. It was a wonderful exposition of how the Kirtanas, pan-Indian Kirtana, throughout the country, starting from south of India to the western parts, Maharashtra, Kannada, everything, and then coming to the northern parts also. Eastern, you have also mentioned Bengal, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has, he has a larger this thing. His Nama Sankirtan spread throughout Bengal and Odisha also, because earlier it was the same region. So,
Okay.
and now of course ISKCON has taken it up. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna.
Right.
So it was a wonderful exposition, panning the entire country. I think you have a question from Meduri ji. Would you like to ask a question, Ms. Meduri?
Yes, thank you for the opportunity. So when you were describing the Naradiya Kirtan tradition, I see there is one performer on the stage along with the accompaniments, and I was wondering if the crowd participation is an essential element at that point, meaning that whatever the performer is performing, are the crowds repeating at that point, or is it just a one-way delivery, similar to, for example, in Harikatha tradition, where it's mostly a presentation style, and there's little participation from the audience.
Of course, the crowd participation is there, but it is more in Varkari Kirtan than in Naradiya Kirtan. Naradiya Kirtan is mostly a solo performance. Somewhat in the middle, one of the singers from the crowd, they allow to sing a pad, and then when they do Namagosha at the end of Purvaranga and at the end of Uttaranga, they include everybody who is sitting there in Namagosha.
Thank you for clarifying. And I think you kind of explained that the Harikatha tradition also is part of the Kirtana tradition, so which is I am somewhat familiar with, in which is very popular in Andhra also, in addition to Tamil Nadu. it's a very popular tradition, and and that was included. So that kind of clarified for me that it was included in the mix. Thank you.
So I think we conclude here. Before that, I would just like to mention, as Mamta Kachibotla ma'am had already mentioned earlier before the lecture, about the programs and the courses of the university. In Hindustani music, we offer the master's degree program, and in this is, as you all know, that this is a online program, and this master's program consists of 10 courses, which are very, very well balanced between the theory and the practical aspects of Hindustani music. So we have 10 courses, 5 courses on the theoretical aspects, and the 5 courses on the practical aspects. In the practical aspects, we have basically the Raga Sangeet, which is the pivot of, which is the center point of our Hindustani music. So we have different ragas. We have 5 among the 5 courses. We have 3 courses named Practical Demonstration and Discussion, and 2 courses on concert performances. So in the Practical Demonstration and Discussion courses, we normally teach students different ragas. There is a gamut of ragas that are taught, and the compositional forms within each raga, like Khyal, Dhamar, Dhrupad, Tappa, Thumri, Tarana, etc. And each semester we have 1 course for practical and 1 course for theory, and the improvisational aspects of Raga Sangeet are also given importance to. And in the 2 concert performance courses, we focus more on performance. Even in these courses, we have different ragas which are introduced to students, and with all kinds of improvisational tools and the different compositional forms, but more focus is given to performance. So students are taught and guided how to get into the performance level of learning. And among the theory courses, we have a course on musicology, music history, applied theory, notation, writing and reading, and finally a thesis, which a student has to do in 1 semester. So all these courses include the history, the theoretical aspects of Hindustani music, and with focus on the Natya Shastra, Bharata's Natya Shastra, Sharangadeva's Sangeeta Ratnakara, and other treatises. And in the notation, writing and reading, it's a completely a new course that we have formulated, because notation, writing and reading, these are where earlier it was not much in focus in classical music, because being a oral tradition, so more focus has always been given to the practical aspect. But now there's a full course on notation, reading and writing, how to read, how to write a notation, how to decipher a song, decipher a bandesh, a composition from a notation, and so on. And then finally, a thesis is done by a student under the guidance of one of the professors. So these are the 10 courses we have in Hindustani music. We welcome students to our department who are interested in learning, who are interested in research, as well as practical learning of Hindustani music. Thank you. If you have a question, we are here to answer you, and that's it.
I just want to add to Subhadra ji that we have 3 semesters in a year. For master's courses, it's only spring and fall. We take new students. And all our classes, the method of instruction is asynchronous and synchronous methods. So we give you 90 plus 90 minutes of content every week for every course. So that's the content that we provide, and you may have to spend another 2 to 4 hours every week on assignment submissions and reading materials and everything.
So I think that's it, Mamta Garu.
If nobody has questions, I think we can wind it up.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
Thank you, Prasad Garu.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anayaji.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thanks, Anayaji and Subhadraji, for this session. It was beautiful. I listened up to sitting here. So thanks again. And let's do many more of these sessions. It will
Yes.
help a lot of people who are interested in learning all this. So
Absolutely.
thanks
Thank
again.
you, Subhadraji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mamtaji.
Thank you all. Thank you all for joining. Bye-bye.